folks, this is Debbie. I am back again. This is, I don't know, my third or fourth video now. I'm getting so excited about it. But I thought my grandson made some coasters for his mom and dad. He's 5 years old and he wanted some black and gold. That's all he wanted, just black and gold. So we made us some black and gold coasters. They're real pretty, and we're going to resin them. So I thought you might as well come along with me to resin those coasters, okay? So I got my scale, I got my resin, I got a little cup to set my coasters on, and I have a little cup here. Okay, so I'm going to zero out my scale, set my cup on it. It weighs 10 ounces. I'm going to zero it out again. Okay, now I'm going to take my part A. There's part A, part B. I like to pour part A first because it's thicker, and if I had to add something to it, I'd rather have to add the thinner than the thicker because it's globby. So anyway, I'm going to get me out here about, I'm going to try to go to about 100. Oh, yeah. Okay, slow it down, slow it down. 98. Oops, 105. You see there? 105. That's okay. Because, well, now it says 108. And that's fine, because now this will be a lot easier to do that with. So I'm going to go to 108. There. One oh one, 105. Drip. Okay, that's good. Alrighty then, got that done. And now I have to stir this for 3 minutes. So I should have a total of over 200 in this, 250. Okay. So here's what I'm going to tell you about. I'm going to set my scale aside over there. Set that aside. I hope you can see that when you mix the two together, it starts getting real cloudy. And it's got all these lines through it that are called striations. Makes me feel fancy saying that. Anyway, we're just going to stir for about 3 minutes. We're going to stir. And all I can tell you is either set a timer or once your hand is killing you, it's time to do it again. Let me put this light down here. Hopefully you can see. Now, it's better to stir it slowly so you don't get as many bubbles. This is not bad to bubble, and I've had some that just turns white with bubbles. This is not bad to bubble, and the bubbles, come up pretty easy to be popped. So it's my favorite resin. It's one I always buy. Of course, it's not like I've tried 100 different kinds, but I've tried 2 or 3 different kinds. And this is clear epoxy resin from the Epoxy Resin Store, and they're out of California. So anyway, this is the one that I do. You mix it for 3 to 5 minutes, dries, cures clear, rigid, and fast. Never had any problems of it. But anyway, once you get toward that 3 minutes, you can see that there's no longer any striations in the liquid, and then it'll harden and cure correctly. If you don't stir it long enough, or if you get your mixture out of balance, then your stuff's going to be sticky and tacky, and it will not dry. But you know what? I heard somebody say almost everything is fixable. So let me tell you about this. I called the epoxy resin store when I'd done two paintings. What else had I done? Two paintings and something else. Anyway, it was tacky, and it just wouldn't cure. And so I called the epoxy resin store and I said, is there anything that I can do? And he's like, sure. Mix your resin up again, make sure you got it right. And if you pour over it, it encapsulates that is tacky, and it will eventually cure under there. And I believe that's exactly what he told me. Anyway, so my resin's starting to clear up here. I don't know how long it's been, and I would rather overstir it a little bit than understir it. So, anyway, yeah, so if you do mess up and you've got a piece, protect it, take care of it so it doesn't get dust and everything all over it, and then you can re-pour and pour right over that baby. And I did that, and it worked because I had a beautiful, beautiful purple piece that had been I think it was flip and drag. Anyway, it was purple. It had all different colored purples in it and gold, and it was just so beautiful. A little bit of blue. And so my daughter wanted it so bad, and I was like, well, let me see if there's anything that I can do. And sure enough, called that store. Something black floating in my resin now. That'll make me mad. Something off my stick, I believe, probably. I don't see anything else in there. Okay. Whoops. I thought I saw something black float by. I did. Oops, right there. Right there, right there, right there. Oops, come back here. Come back here. You cannot be in my resin. Sorry, dude. You just can't be. You know what? There's another piece. I think I'm just going to switch my stick off here a little bit. I got these big old sticks at Lowe's, and I absolutely love them.